Okay, here's how to use Yahoo Finance. I've done a video before, but I'd like to get more into depth because I have friends that are new to the stock market world and they're just getting into investing, and I just want to show them how to use this Yahoo Finance because I'm in this thing like every day. I have an app on my phone, Yahoo Finance app. Go to the Android store or the Apple Play Store, or I think it's Android Play Store and Apple App Store, or something like that. Anyways, go to your local app store and download Yahoo Finance. But you can sign in on the Yahoo website, yeah, and you want to click Finance up here and sign in. This isn't my real account. I just use this for training purposes. Anyways, so I'll show you how I use this. We'll get a little bit more in depth. We'll just do this quickly. If you want to see it done slowly, watch my other video. There'll be a link down in the show description. And before we start, can you just please give me a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, because I'll be doing lots of finance videos in the future if you want to see that type of thing. Okay, so first you can click Create Portfolio, and we'll just call it Training. So whatever you want to call it, Training Dividends. For now, that'll work, and we'll go Submit. So this is a brand new portfolio. And now we don't have any stocks in here, so we're quickly, again, if you want to see this in slow motion, watch my other YouTube video down in the description. So we're going to add some Tesla shares because electric cars are the future. And there, we've added that there. And let's say today you bought 30 shares because you're rich and believe in electric cars. There we go. We have $18,000 in Tesla right now. Let's quickly, just to show you guys again, let's, oh, wait, I bought some Verizon shares, which I actually own. I own Tesla as well, disclaimer. So that just puts it onto your holdings because we're inside of the portfolio. If you have multiple portfolios, you go up to My Portfolio and you can scroll through your multiple portfolios. But here we are. We haven't bought any Verizon yet, but let's say you bought 10 shares. Okay, you're done for the day. But let's say we want to buy a third. You're looking at the charts. So let's try something. Let me think. Something that was on the ropes. There is a what is on the ropes right now? Alibaba. So Baba is Chinese, the Chinese Amazon. So let's go to Baba. It's been beaten up lately, and we haven't bought any yet. Let's see if we want to buy today or tomorrow. Are we going to get a better price? So let's look at the charts here. Here's the 1 day, 1D. And it looks like it's sort of going sideways. And at 1140, it was at 255. Now again, if you're only buying like 3-4 shares, does a dollar really matter? Could be, if it's 3 shares, $3. This is really if it's like a low cost stock. If it was like a $2 stock and you were intending to buy 300 shares, a dollar is a big deal at that point. But if it's just something like this, if there's an ebb and flow to it, let's look at the 5-day. Now things are going downhill here. So I'm going to show you how to use the charts. What I'm going to do is go full screen here. When do I buy Alibaba is the question. And here's the charts. So I just click that button, which goes basically full screen with the chart. And we can actually draw on this. And I do this all the time. So I'm just going to pinch zoom on this because I'm on my Mac, sort of pinch spread. And let's draw a line. So I'm going to click this line tool, click that, and I'm going to go here. So this is the highest it's been, $317 US. And now it's at $256. I personally believe that it's a bargain. But let's set this. Left click. Line. Why isn't my line working? Let's go to draw. Okay, so now we are looking at a chart that goes from, let's say, August 14th to now. So here's how you use a line tool. So you can click Draw, and then you can click. So let's see. This is the bottom. This is a low. So this was 255. There we go. Okay, so we've loaded up the chart here. So what we're going to do is actually draw a line on here so we can analyze this stock price. Because we obviously want to buy it when it's low. You know, we don't want to buy it at its all-time high, preferably, right? You want to sell high and buy low, or buy low, sell high, right? Now again, it's always tough to time the market. It's the time in the market that makes you money, because no one has a crystal ball, but you can use these tools to hopefully make a good guess. Or you're analyzing data, right? So let's click line, actually, sorry, let's click draw, and then here's the line tool over here on the left. So what I'm looking at is the lows over the recent area here. So I'm going to click, left click, and make a line. And just have a look at this. So I'm touching this point and this point. So this is 255, and that's 255, 256 there. Okay. And then over here, it dropped down to, 248. So it's showing me over here the price. So if I just go down there, it says 248 on the right-hand side. So it looks like recently, and we're just talking like the last month here, less than a month. We've got it from December 14th to December 21st. So within a week, it fell. So it was 317, and it fell all the way to 255. And that's usually called support. So that's when a stock will bounce off support. There's enough people out there that when they see 255, they buy. And they did. They bought. And it went up to 279. And then it fell again. But it did go back to the baseline here, to the support. And this is just the support for 7 days. There can be a support for the year, a month, 6 months. So you can use these lines to analyze, and we'll do that as well. So it fell, didn't go to support, came up, bounced off support. So that was on what day? That was on the 15th of December. And bounced off it again. So we saw it bounce here, we saw it bounce there, and came up again, and now it's testing the support again. So is it going to break the support and go down? Maybe. We don't know. But it's tested it twice and bounced off of it. So you're making a bet here. You're saying, you know, I think it's going to bounce again, or you're going to wait and see if it goes below like 255. If it doesn't, it fall. So let's go back to, let's see, how do we erase this thing here? We hit escape, I think. Let me try again. Is it escape? No, that didn't work. Okay, so we have our line here. We've decided today is a good day to buy, but I'm just going to check one more wider range and just sort of look and see where this support is. So what you want to do to get rid of this line is go to Clear Drawings. There. Now your line is off the chart. So let's go. I'm going to pinch zoom and have a look at this thing. So we're going to go back to, you know, I don't really include March because that was just a weird time. Let's see here. Let's look at the trend line. So here's another way you can look at the overall picture. So it looked like it IPO'd in 2017. And it looks like it was 102 bucks. Is that as far as I can go? Let's double check and click max. That's the maximum the shares have been available, and gives you all the data. Oh no, so it looks like it's went back to, I'm pinch zooming here. So it looked like it IPO'd, so basically became a public offering that you can buy back in 2014-ish, let's say, for 112. dropped all the way down to 60. Ooh, that would have been good to buy then. And then look at this chart. I like to see this. This is a growth company. So you're not going to get any dividends from this company. But I believe in the company. It's the Amazon, China's Amazon. If you look at, I'll show you something in a minute that will, show you why I like it. So here's the top here, 309. It hit 3017 for probably half the day. Let's zoom in a bit. I use these lines all the time, so these are such a great tool. So we're going to look at the low lows, the higher lows. So as you can see, there's let's just look from 2019. Now, President Trump has been very tough on China and on Chinese stocks. So I think it's been sort of kept down by it because, as you'll see later, their revenue is fantastic and grows every year, as well as their profits. So let's just ignore this. That was when? What happened there? Just let me try to check the memory bank. So that looks like the summer of 2019. So that's probably when Trump was pretty rough on it. Let's have a look here. So let me look at, I'm just trying to find some lines here. For instance, this here, let's make a little click here with a line. And I'm trying to touch points on this thing. You want multiple data points, right? So we have it touching here, going below the line and then back up. It seems like it bounced off so it bounced off the line here, 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 went below it, came back up, here, there. And as we can see, maybe they're looking to Biden, and maybe his stance on China will be not as tough. But it looks like it broke support if you believe in this line, this trend line. Let's see if I can find any other patterns here. Let's try one from here. And then there. The more data points that you can bounce off the line, the more important the line is, as far as I'm concerned. So that's not giving me too much. Now you can also, so those are the lowest lows. That's just sitting up there for no reason whatsoever. So you can look at the highs too. Are the highs getting higher, right? So I'll click here, touch that point and that point. So I'll click there. So these is higher high, bounced off there, higher higher, higher high, didn't get to it there, and now it's fallen. And it looks like it's, if you believe in this, I believe this is called a funnel or some type of flag or whatever it is, but basically you make lines to determine whether a stock is, at the price you want to buy it at. So for me, if this was a chart I believed in, these two, and you can research this and look at charts, but I use these lines to sort of determine where I think things are going to go. So we had a huge sell-off here, and it is now, looks like it's broken the line. So I'd be scared here if I believed in this stuff. But I've looked at the recent charts. Sometimes you want to look at a few different timelines, sort of like a week and a month. So do I think it's a good time to buy now? Well, yeah, I do. And I'll show you why. Now this is just, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't buy BABA based on me. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes. But let's go back to BABA. Okay, so where I want to go here, and I do this all the time in YAHOO Finance. I'm going to go down here. So this is what I like to see. So in 2017, they made $150 billion revenue. Now, revenue is what comes in. The blue one is earnings. So they made 43 billion roughly in profit. So that's pure profit. Then next year, you're up from 158. They added like $100 billion in revenue, and their profits grew as well. 2019, they're up to $376 billion, and earnings at $87 billion. Let's go to 2020, $509 billion, earnings $149 billion. That's where you normally, that's fantastic. This is a growth company. This is where I like to put my money, into companies that are growing year after year after year after year. And your thesis has to be that the companies they're going to continue to grow. Amazon can't get into China. And China seems to stop American companies, tech companies like Google, Facebook, even Uber got shut down. So Amazon's not there. So it's Alibaba, and closely behind is JD.com, which I own some as well. So I'll disclose both. I own both these companies. But that's what you like to, you want to hook your money onto that boat, onto that goat, onto that throat. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with sayings here. Okay, and these are the recommendations. So we're getting 19 strong buys. We're getting, well, it depends, right? Because it fluctuates here. 29 just buys, hardly any holds, and hardly any sells. I don't see any sells. So usually these are taken from experts at different financial companies. So here's two very important things to look at. This is beats. So what Wall Street thinks they're going to make, and did they beat it or not? It looks like Q4 of 2019, they beat the estimates. They beat, and Q4 2020 I don't believe has come out yet, so that's why it's not on there. So here, everyone's saying to buy. So now again, it's all up to you. Do your research. And overall, it looks like it's between strong buy and buy. We have the current price at 256. Wow, its high was 393? Maybe for like 2 seconds. Oh, this is just the price target, sorry. A lot of times these guys, these financial guys, will set a price target. And they have averaged the price target at 47 companies. Now, actually, let's right-click that and see who they are. They think it's worth $339. The highest price target is $393. It is now, the low is 220. This is probably over a 52-week range, I believe. Could be wrong on that. It's currently at 256. It looks like it's a good time to buy. It's low. Everyone's saying to buy it, and the price target's up here. And I think it's been pushed down by politics. Because at one point, President Trump said that he would, delete the Chinese shares. He would, which would be horrifying. It was scary. So people weren't buying Alibaba. So I think now is a good time, but that's just for me. So it's Alibaba Group Holding Limited, if you were to buy some. And you now can research more about alibabagroup.com if you want by going to their website. So this is super important information. It's very easy to access via YAHOO Finance. And so you can use the chart. Another thing is you can go to statistics. How many shares do they have out? So you can go down to, that is important, guys. Some people will say, a stock is expensive. It's $256 US, that's expensive. Well, it depends on how many shares they've issued. If there's only one share issued and you buy it for $256 US, you just bought the whole company that's making billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. What, $500 billion in revenue for $256. That is the cheapest thing I've ever seen. So you want to look at how many shares. And they have a lot out. They've got 2.71 billion shares out there. So again, the more shares you own, the more, if you owned all those, you'd own the company. Now there's some shares that the company, they can issue new shares out of the blue to raise money. So anyways, you can look at how many shares are out there. You can look at their profit margins. They're making 22% profit, which is great. You can look at how much they owe, gross profit. So you can go through all this stuff and find out very easily if you like the finance of the company. And you want them to do, well, obviously. You don't want to be paying too much. So this is the price to earnings of $27.53. Forward earnings, $20. Now for a growth stock that's growing like this, that seems like a pretty good deal to me. It's going to keep growing and growing. Anyways, I'm not going to recommend the company. I'm just showing you how to use YAHOO Finance. So today we learned how to, click through some of these statistics. Go to the charts, hit max, and then go to full screen, and you can start drawing lines. And try to figure out for yourself where you'd like to buy, when it's a good deal, and where to sell. So for instance, if the stock decided to, come back up and bounce off there, you might want to sell at the top there and wait for it to fall down. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions or anything else you'd like me to show you in here, I may do another video very shortly because I'm in here all the time. And this is such a powerful tool to analyze stocks that you want to buy and look at ones that, you already own. And obviously, just put the app on your phone and it'll always give you your portfolio holdings, how much you have there. And it's sort of fun to watch. So anyways, guys, please like, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions about YAHOO Finance. I don't mind digging into this thing more and more because it's such a great tool. I've been using it for about 3 years straight. So yeah, comment below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Cheers. Bye.